Oh, well, I mean, it's a difficult question because here we are, only human. Meanwhile, well, only mentioned. Meanwhile, here's a question that is close to your heart from Rudy in London. Cats. Hello, Simon. Your love for cats is very well known and documented. Now, is it possible that you also keep them in your house to help you detect certain presences of other dimensions or ghosts or evil spirits? Yeah. I really enjoy the show. Much love and thanks for all the information you're spreading out there.
Yeah, the answer is yes. I keep them for a number of reasons. It's funny because you find people who are dog lovers and cat lovers. Someone who will defend their dog and say, "Oh, the dog is more intelligent than a cat," and the cat lover will say, "A cat's more intelligent than a dog." And that's a pointless argument because it's subjective and it's the emotions of the individual have taken over the reality. What it is that dogs and cats are both psychic. A dog generally is more in tune with its owner or the person or family that it has chosen to be with. So the dog will key in with the brain patterns or the waves, whatever you want to call it, the psychic capability of the family. A cat generally is aloof, not just physically, but psychically. So the dog's frequency of detection is actually less, but it is stronger around the range of the human. The cat's detection frequency is greater outside of the human frequency. So if an entity enters a dwelling, an apartment, a house, the cat is more likely to detect that entity quicker. So, for instance, if you've got 20 stairs and a cat is at the bottom of the stairs and the entity comes at the top, the cat is more likely to detect that entity immediately. The dog is more likely to detect it perhaps halfway down the stairs. Because the cat is more independent, it exists in that psychic realm to a greater extent than the dog. The dog is very much in the human realm. It's very much part of the family, very much part of its owner, and that's where it chooses to be. That's why, what do they say? Dog is man's best friend. Whereas a cat, the joke is that the cat is the one that will, is more loves the house and, doesn't bother about the people. But it means that the range, the psychic range is different. Now, the other thing is that, as I've said, that a long time ago, the cat was altered genetically, and a lot of reptilian DNA was used in that cat. So the cat's detecting range is more specific to something with a reptilian presence than a mammalian presence. So if a demonic entity or AI entity, which both of those frankly have a strong connection to reptilian root core, the cat will detect that more than a dog, because the cat's still connected through its own reptilian makeup and will sense that straight away. I have always known, ever since I was 5 or 6 years old, that the cats could see things or sense things that I could not with my physical eyes. Now, dogs can as well. Remember, I'm not saying they can't, I'm just saying the detection range is different. How many cat and dog owners have seen their animal suddenly stand stock still, stare in a particular place and not take their eyes off it? It's not they've heard anything, because look at the ears. The ears don't move. This is the key. If it's a sound, they move their ears towards it. But they're not. They're looking with their eyes. Their third eye has detected, and their physical eye is picking it up. And on a number of occasions in people's houses, I have walked up to where the animal is staring, and literally as a joke, not as a joke about the situation, but a joke to the entity, wave my hand into the space where I know it will be. And the reality is that animals are excellent guard dogs or cats, but you have to read the signs. You have to read the signs. That's just one reason why I keep them. There are other reasons as well. So thank you. That's a lovely question. Appreciate you.